This is 5 and 10 from Skywatch TV. 5 topics, 10 minutes for December 11th. I'm Derek Gilbert. Topic number 5 today, the third temple. The stone altar for use in a future third temple on the Temple Mount in Jerusalem was consecrated Monday, the final day of Hanukkah, by the Sanhedrin just outside the walls of the Old City. This included the Kohanim, priests who've been approved for service in the third temple, holding a full dress reenactment of the daily sacrifice. This altar, 9 foot square, 5 feet high, constructed from what they're calling aerated concrete, which is a fancy way of saying brick, because stone that's been cut by steel tools not allowed on the altar inside the temple. Steel represents weapons, death, not allowed inside the in the temple. Now, the city officials in Jerusalem didn't allow an actual sacrifice to take place, an actual ritual slaughter of an animal. So a lamb that was previously sacrificed was brought to the altar, laid out according to the ritual requirements, and a piece burned completely on the altar, again, to represent what the daily sacrifices will take place. This altar constructed in a way that it can be moved quickly and assembled at a moment's notice at the site of the future temple. This is prophetically significant. As Christians, we understand we don't need a third temple. Our high priest is already in the throne room of God, sitting at the right hand of the Father. And likewise, as we are awaiting the return of Messiah, Jews who are expecting the fulfillment of prophecy are awaiting the Messiah's arrival because, tragically, they missed it the first time. Now, this ceremony was attended by about 150 people. The guest of honor was the ambassador from the nation of Guatemala, Mario Adolfo Bucaro Flores, who gave a brief speech. And afterwards, in conversations with the rabbis, told them that he's got some Jewish ancestry on his mother's side. Well, under Jewish law, that means he is Jewish. Descent is matrilineal. And so the rabbinic court being present, they declared that in their eyes he was a Jew, is a Jew, and so they helped him put on his phylacteries. And a spokesman for the Sanhedrin said that this represented the miraculous fulfillment of the messianic promise of the ingathering of the nations. They're looking for the temple to be built soon, the Messiah to arrive very soon. The red heifer has been identified, and they believe the Messiah will be the one who sacrifices that heifer. Again, we as Christians, we're waiting his return. Sadly, the one who will be recognized by the Sanhedrin is not who they think it's going to be. Now, we bring this information to you just so you know, prophetically, things are happening. And we'll tell you more about our tour of Israel coming up next May during this prophetically significant time in history. But this taking place on Monday, the final day of Hanukkah, again, very, very significant. And meanwhile, news out of Australia. According to the government of Prime Minister Scott Morrison, about to officially recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Israel, not planning to move its embassy, but this announcement should be made official on Wednesday, according to the Australian.